Okay, we're back. We've had the onions, peppers, and carrots toasting up. They've got a little bit of brown in there. You know, that's good. Like a little bit of color there, but they're not completely smooshed up because I want some body. They've got to be vegetables in there. You've got to be able to taste them. You know, so they've got nice and roasty. Now I'm gonna get my flavorings in there to maximize. I'm not really gonna measure this stuff. It's just a big pinch of dried oregano. Oregano is fantastic. You can use it in everything. It gets used in Spanish, Italian, Greek, Sicilian, and North African cuisine. It's always best with the dried stuff. Just squish it, smoosh it up in your hands to release the oils, and then get in there. Yeah, because it needs to roast up. The flavor will improve through the cooking in the oil and with the veggies and stuff, preparing that flavor base. Of course, I'm for the ease of use, I'm using ground spices, but ground spices, you know, they really shouldn't be hung onto for more than a month and a half. They will lose all flavor. Rather, if you're not use tons of spices, then buy whole spices. Just go to a spice shop. Generally, the people who run them are really helpful, and they will, you know, advise you on how to get a grinder and do it yourself. I do that for a lot of my spices. I've got a grinder, but I need to get rid of this stuff before it loses all its flavor. So that's, I don't know, probably about 2 tablespoons each of ground up coriander seeds, cumin seeds, and dried oregano.
That's so fragrant.
Oh yeah, you can smell that already. You start getting that like smoky, roasty, warm flavor. Essentially, this veggie stew is going to have a sort of Mediterranean vibe. You know, tomatoes, oregano. You know, I suppose the cumin. That's kind of a Mexican thing. The Mexicans, and of course, you know, in Asian cuisine, you get well, subcontinental Indian cuisine, you get the cumin, coriander as well, but you know, also a Mexican thing. So I suppose this is going to be mix Mediterranean with a hint of Asian, because I'm going to be using some tatsoi as the greens, which are an Asian green, with very mild flavor, kind of like spinach essentially, but just so that, you know, I get those vitamins in there, because, you know, trying to stay healthy over here. I'm going to get the pine nuts in there. This is a whole bag. You can use these pine kernels. Just check if they're fresh. Perfectly fine. What do you think about that?
Okay. Yes, indeed.
You good to go?
Good to go.
Cool. Well, you whack them in there. They're going to soak up a bunch of that flavor. And get a little bit of roast on them. And add a little bit more olive oil. Sweet. Get some cayenne pepper.
Ooh, cayenne
you
pepper.
You can use chilies too, you know, but because cayennes are a type of chili. So that's about a teaspoonful. That's actually less than a teaspoonful. That's entirely to flavor, depending on how much heat you want. I like a little bit of warmth, and the veggies are really going to help, you know, bring down that heat. You know, there's a lot of stuff in there to be flavored by that cayenne, so it won't be super strong at all. That's mostly for Jazz's benefit, because she's one of the worst Indians in the world. Can't handle spicy at all. Pardon.